Okay, so this is a video to show you the color spectrum here. And this is exactly how it appears in the naturally observed rainbow. In between the yellow and green is the now. This is the flow, the current state of existence. Down into the orange and red is the past, because the red shift is the past energy. But one must understand that everything is double helix spirals. So think about this, the end being the beginning, and the beginning here being the end. So they switch, and it's all one in the observed plane opposite of this. If you stand it that way and you're looking at it from the opposite way, if you look the other, instead of looking at it this face, turn it that way, and look at it the other way with the helix spirals on both sides, then you can basically go observe the color spectrum as it's meant to be. And so, the top up here, the ultraviolet, the purple, is when the blue, which is the honor and justice, and the red down here, which is the passion, it is the negative, but it is also, the fury for revenge and hatred and things. But ultimately, when it boils down to it, its superpower is passion. And so it can let go of all the revenge, all the small minded things that are not of selflessism, and what are not of the main system. And those small minded things can go away. And we can have a passionate pursuit of honor and justice. In between the yellow and green, which is the now, the green is towards the positive side. The now, the yellow is more towards the passionate side in the now. So when we pursue towards the passionate side in the now, we're more in the yellow side. When we pursue towards the more honor and justice side, towards the blue, then we are in the green. This is why we want to be in between the green and the ultraviolet, which is where the blue and the red come together as one. This is where we want to be, right here, in the singularity state. This is the singularity crossover state, right here. Everything exists right in this state. That's where all power is. That's where everything exists in the universe. That's where all is in the color spectrum. In here, that's where unity exists amongst all. When we realize the very top of the pyramid, you see the very top of the pyramid, all the base down here, passion at the base, which fires up toward the top, and this will flip over and go the opposite way in the spectrum back down. And guess who's at the top then? The red's at the top. At that point, the red is up here because you have a mirror. It's a mirror flip system in Neil Turok's mirror universe concept. We have zero-dimensional existence because we have the fact that we've mathematically proved the fact of zero-dimensional existence through basic observational mathematics. Then that means that we are living in a simulated version of reality, which we already have proof of due to the fact that the relative state or shape of our three-dimensional existence is in a state that is not three-dimensional. So instead of it being 360 degrees, which would be three-dimensional, our universe is in a 180 degree shape. So ultimately, the entire system is designed to make it so you don't you can realize basically if you're in a simulated version of reality. So you can see that the fact that our 360-degree system is compressed into a 180-degree system, that means that there's infinite dimensional existence, because if you have two mirrors, one here and one on the other side, perfectly spaced 180 degrees apart, then those mirrors can reflect infinitely given a total amount of light input. And so basically you can have infinite reflection in our simulated version of reality, which that's what we observe as a 180-degree distribution. If it's 179 degrees or 181 degrees, then we have two totally different systems, and that will lead to limited dimensions. But because this mirror universe concept that is kind of mathematically proven through observations of the fundamental reality in which we observe through Neil Tarak's mirror universe concept. And you should definitely look up Neil Tarak, Neiltorok, Tarak. And yeah, you can look up, but basically what it comes down to is zero dimensional existence. So at a fundamental, zero dimensional, which is absolute nothing. It has no depth, has no height, has no length, has no width. There's nothing there. There's no dimensions at zero dimensional. But that means if there's dimensions, there's existence at zero dimensional, then that means we are in a simulated version of reality. And also with the observation that our three-dimensional reality is being compressed into a four-dimensional manifold, which is exactly what we observe, because infinite versions of the previous dimension can stack into any size version of the next. So infinite amounts of zero-dimensional existence can stack into any size one-dimensional existence, because it goes from zero, which is absolute nothing, into one-dimensional, which is length. So once you add any distance of length and you have zero dimensional on the other side, then you can stack infinite amounts of that zero dimensional existence inside of any size one dimensional existence. And this step-by-step analysis can be logically transcribed all the way through, all the way down to the point where we can observe that this is the end conclusion, that with our four-dimensional existence, that our three-dimensional existence is being compressed into a four-dimensional manifold. So we can realize that our we simply just have to follow the logical progression of the spatial dimensions. And yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show this video and show you this stuff with the color spectrum here, and this is the how as it appears in the sky, the color spectrum. So make no mistake, based off of other bullshit artists who try to display the color spectrum in a different way than what it appears in the sky. Do not listen to them if they do not show you the color spectrum as it appears in reality. They are fooling you. Anyways, I love you all, and I hope you all have a glorious, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing existence, because we are all one, and we're all part of the singularity and the kaleidoscope reality. So I love you all so much, and I hope you have a great existence and time. See you all in the next video. Love you all. Bye.